families obviously fall out and stuff happens, but you have to remember that your parents are like being parents for the first time as well, and so they're going to make mistakes, and also they have their own lives where they're going to make mistakes. Most people have a voice in their little head that's telling them the words before they say it and the things before they do it. Not a thing.
You don't have that?
No, I don't have that. I just say, and then after I'm like, most of the time I don't even realise what I've said or done, and I'm like just watching the concert, I'm just like in my own world, and like 1 minute I like turn around and everyone's gone, and I'm like, why has everyone just like disappeared? So it's like me and my like ex-boyfriend, and like security comes in with Megan Fox, and then it's literally just me, my ex-boyfriend, and Megan Fox watching Machine Gun Kelly.
Hey guys, welcome back to another season of Charlize's Private Story. This new series is going to be so good because I'm so excited to share even more about my world as I keep you guys up to date with everything that's going on in my life and spill even more tea. If you're new here, I'm a content creator with a passion for all things beauty and fashion, and I love to overshare and tell you guys a bit too much, so on this podcast you can expect things about my relationships, friendships and even more. And every week I'm joined by other influencers, celebrities, my own family members and friends to talk all about the latest gossip, their picnics and their very own private stories. And I want you guys to keep getting involved just like you did last season, so please make sure to keep sending in your latest stories, questions and dilemmas for us to work through in this judgment-free zone. So welcome back to my private story. Let's go. Episode of Charlize's Private Story. Today I've got someone that has been very highly requested, and we finally got her back in the UK. We've got Issey Moloney here. Hello, girl, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Oh, good. Okay, so for people that wouldn't know who you are, can you give a little introduction?
Yeah, so I've been doing TikTok since I was like 15 now. And I don't really know what I do other than overshare online. But at the beginning, I did POVs like Ami here.
Yeah, we was POV girlies together. We grew up.
It's great when people search your name on TikTok and see them, though.
Do you ever get like people favoriting your old POVs on your notifications?
Yeah, no,
all
it makes
the
me
time?
want to cry.
And I think, are you going to resurface this? Is this going to be on the internet again? Because it's still on there.
I know.
We can't get away from it.
You know, I actually privated one of the videos. You know, the chicken one?
No.
I had to, because these guys were looking up my name on TikTok and seeing that, and I'm like, this is traumatizing.
So basically, guys, if you're confused, Izzy did this like chicken wing video. Is it chicken wing?
Yeah, like chicken wing.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna.
And because it was like the POV era, I was like scream crying during this audio.
Yeah, but she literally got so, I remember this being everywhere. How many views did it get in the end?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
It was so mad. I remember thinking like 15 mil at least.
Yeah, no, it was horrible.
Okay, so me and Izzy first met in Talkfest, at Talkfest 2021.
Yeah. I don't even know anymore.
I don't remember. This was like a long time ago, but I've known you since I was 12 and I'm now turning 17.
Yeah.
So I've known you for years.
So
growing.
weird.
No, because you was 15 when you started, and I was saying before, like the whole kind of situation with TikTok before was POVs was so small minority of people did them.
Yeah.
So that in the UK there was probably like
not many
10
people
or 12
in general did TikTok.
Then
like
we got judged hard then.
Yeah, no, I swear. Like everyone now, if they have a TikTok like viral moment, everyone's like, woo!
Pinned video on their account, but before that was like no one wanted to have TikTok then.
No.
Yeah, so we made the POV party and then we separated, and then that year I think after we'd like stopped the POV party, we met at Talkfest. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to ask you, going back to the start, how did you kind of get into POVs? What made you want to do it?
To be honest, I don't know. I really don't know. I was just bored in my room, and I wasn't very good at online school, just school in general. I didn't enjoy, and so when it became online, obviously you have so much like freedom to just not do it. I just did not do it, and instead I just made POVs.
I know we briefly mentioned it, but how did you kind of look back on the POV era?
Well, obviously I love it because that's why I started doing TikTok. But when people look back on them, I don't know how to explain it to them, because they do not understand.
If you wasn't there, you wouldn't get it.
But to be fair, I just allow it, and I'm just like, yeah, this is why I started doing TikTok. So.
And it was part of our life.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, your content has definitely swifted a little bit differently now.
Yeah.
Was there any reason, or was it just, the trend died?
Yeah, I think that's just what happens with TikTok. Things change, and like, it's all about if you can keep up. Because if you can't keep up, then goodbye.
You're dead. But I was going to ask, with your content now, do you kind of keep to like a strategy plan, or do you just kind of do what you want?
Not at all. I just post how I'm feeling that day.
I do feel like recently with TikTok though, like there's not really trends right now.
No.
There is, but there's not like
The
get ready with me
trends aren't
POV. There's
things,
not like a
though.
set
Yeah,
trend.
the trends aren't things anymore, they're people. That's what it is.
I agree.
Mm.
I agree. So obviously you've been traveling a lot recently. I mean Barcelona, but you're always in South Africa.
Yeah, I know.
For people that don't really understand, because I know it's your cousin, isn't it?
Yeah.
So why did you go to South Africa? Because you want to see her?
Yeah, because I like seeing my cousin. Also, I've made a lot of friends out there as well now, so I really enjoy going. Also, because it's such a nice country,
Place to
it's
go.
such a nice place, and it's always warm. You know, even like in the winter, there's a little bit of wind, but it's still nice.
I remember when basically people always get confused, and I feel like we should clear this up. Izzy come on the podcast as like a mock episode to learn about their podcast, so it never actually went out. But people was like, "Where did that episode go?" I was like, "It's gonna
folders,
come.
guys.
It's gonna
a
come."
secret.
But no, when we had that episode, I remember it was like November.
Yeah.
And you were so tanned because you've been in South Africa.
I know. I'm so
The
pale
colour
now.
is insane out there.
I'm so pale.
So when you go to South Africa and you see your cousin, she's been here, hasn't she?
Yeah,
She comes to UK
She
quite a
used
bit.
to live here, and then she moved to South Africa 5 years ago. So now she like lives there. But obviously, she's got the accent now.
Yeah. Oh
Because
my
obviously
god.
she was younger. When you like are young and you move somewhere, you kind of adapt to the accent. So.
That is so cool. The
But
South
I
African
really
accent's
like
beautiful.
it.
I love it. I know someone that's South African. She's got such a cool
Yeah,
accent.
a lot of people don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people do not like it, but I really like it.
Okay, tell me why. When I was out the other night, I was with my friends, and then this boy was from like London area, and he turned around and he was like, "I just don't like the Essex accent." I was like, "Do you know what? Don't get rude, because I don't think I'm that Essex compared to some of my friends."
Yeah, no.
But to like people from London, I guess
Yeah.
I probably do.
Yeah.
But I was like, "You're so rude. Like, why would you
Yeah.
say it to my face?"
You probably fancied you.
Yeah. Disgraceful.
Yeah.
You keep dyeing your hair.
I know. I've stopped now. This
So,
is the colour that I
You
think I'm
went.
staying
So
with.
first of all, when I
Yeah.
first known you, you was blonde.
Yeah.
Then you went brown.
Yeah.
Then you went black.
Yeah.
Then you went back to like highlights.
Yeah.
Then you've done everything.
I know, and then I went red. That's where it all went wrong. When
Yeah,
I
you
dyed
did.
it red.
You did
That's
go
where
red.
it went all wrong. And everyone's like, dye it back red, dye it back red. I'm like, absolutely not. Because it ruined my hair, first of all. And second of all, when you dye your hair red, the colour doesn't come out.
Really?
Like, ever. It never comes
So
out.
I was gonna ask, with your hair, because you've been dyeing it a lot, is it damaged? Like, do you
Yeah.
feel damaged? Because it looks lovely. It looks super, super good. I mean, everyone's hair looks like that when you put plaits in. But I was
Yeah.
gonna say, is there anything that you could kind of give tips to people if they are dyeing their hair and they want to like revive
Argan
it?
oil. Argan oil.
Argan?
hmm
I need to get on.
It's really good. And also, I do use rosemary oil. I haven't for a while, but I've started again. But yeah, no, argan oil is really good. Like, I literally just cover my hair in it.
I've been using rosemary for like 2
Mm-hmm.
years, never seen a difference.
What do you do when you have it in your hair, though?
Like rub
Yeah,
it,
and then do you
scalp
wash it out?
massage. Oh yeah.
How long after?
Either 20 minutes
Yeah.
or leave it in for like a day.
No, do not do
Depends.
the day thing. That's where it goes wrong. That's so bad for your hair. It will break your hair.
What, by
'Cause-
leaving
no,
it?
yeah, because some people like were losing hair because they were keeping it in too long.
Okay, that is probably why. Self tips, everyone listening, and myself. Why have I been doing that? Oh my god, no, because I literally put it in and just sleep in it. Like,
yeah, no,
like,
do not
obviously
do that.
it's kind of wet, isn't
and
it?
also, it smells horrible. Horrible,
know,
and
it
it makes your hair so
stinks.
greasy, and it's horrible.
Yeah, but also I feel like it does definitely make my hair need a wash quicker because I'm
Yeah.
putting oils in
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
it's just it's a loss. But
Yeah, no, I keep it in like 20 minutes, like 40 minutes maybe. but yeah.
Ooh, maybe I need to start doing
Yeah,
that.
do that.
You've shared that you're kind of becoming a lot closer to your family again because there was a period of time
Yeah,
where
I did not talk to them.
you moved out really
Yeah,
young.
I did.
How old was you?
16.
So you was my age now.
Yeah, I moved. But I literally just turned 16 as well.
Oh my
And
god.
yeah, no, I just decided to move. I didn't really plan it. I just left.
So you moved out with some friends and now you're 19?
Yeah, I'm 19 now.
You're 19
I don't
now.
like it. I feel so old.
She's growing up.
I really feel old.
No, so you're now 19 and
Yeah.
you're living alone now.
Yeah,
How is that?
I prefer it so much. Like, honestly,
Really?
I feel like I've always enjoyed my own space. And I feel like when I lived at home with my family, I always was in my room. And so it basically is like
Having
that.
your own room,
Yeah,
but a
but it's
kitchen and a
house.
living room.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's amazing.
Exactly.
So with kind of like your family, what kind of made you want to be close to them? Do you think moving away made you more close?
But you know what? I think like families obviously fall out and stuff happens, but you have to remember that your parents are like being parents for the first time as well. And so they're going to make mistakes. And also they have their own lives where they're going to make mistakes. And I think when I had moved out, the ages from 16 to like 18, which was when I moved to my own house, where I became close with them again. so much changes, and you'll notice this as well. But I feel like you've grown up really quick as well, from when you were 12 to like 16 now. Like, you've changed so much. So the same happens again. Like, so I felt like I realised that they're still family, and you should always keep family in your life. And I feel like forgiveness is obviously important, and there's obviously some circumstances where you don't need to forgive them. You can just like, it's better off not to keep
100%.
contact. But for me personally, I felt it was important to like forgive and just restart.
I think that's definitely really important, because people do really struggle with like family and things like that. But
And you know what? I feel like I did care a lot about other people in my life when I didn't have my family, and they couldn't give me the same love back, because with your family it's unconditional. With them, I was giving them so much, and instead of appreciating it, they kind of took advantage.
right.
So
Got you.
know.
I was going to also ask, talking of relationships, what is the relationship status right now?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Izzy, honestly,
No, I will.
she has like the most funny
I know, it's
like
horrible.
moments on TikTok of like having boyfriends.
I know.
I remember there was like 3 boyfriends that we'd seen.
Yeah, it's gone a lot, but I feel like I'm young, so like that's my excuse.
Yeah.
And you know what, even to them I'm like, well, I'm young and you're old, and that's your decision if you want to date a 19-year-old. But yeah, no, I don't know. I really like this guy, and we'll just see where it goes.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
That's a good way to be.
Yeah, there
I
you
feel
go.
like, yeah, to be fair, being single was fun.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
You've also opened up quite a lot about ADHD.
Yeah.
And you know what's really, really cute is the other day, me and my dad were coming back from the pod.
Yeah.
And we always like sit and just like watch stuff on the train.
Yeah.
And you come up
Oh
talking
no,
about
I'm
ADHD.
like crying. And my dad bawling my eyes
You
out.
wasn't actually.
Like you and your dad just watching me bawl
We're just
my eyes.
watching you cry. No, I'm joking. You was just talking about ADHD.
Okay, yeah.
And how you struggle with it. And my dad was like, I experience everything that girl just said.
Yeah.
Because he experiences it. I'm getting tested for it.
Yeah.
So why did you kind of decide to like actually talk about it on social media?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people do have it. It's one of those things that I think there's a lot of girls out there, especially, that don't really think about getting tested. Especially my family. Like, my family were never the family that were like, we need to go see if our child has this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was just mental health and stuff like that was just never a big thing we talked about. And so obviously when I moved out, I was like, okay, I actually want to just like go to therapy, and like, there must be something wrong. And it's not something wrong, but you know, it's something different. And so I actually didn't go get tested for it. I was actually just in therapy for like a year.
Right.
My therapist was like, you should probably go get tested for this. And I was like, okay. And so I did. And then I got obviously like tested positive. Well, I don't know.
I never know how to say this,
that.
because when I got my dyslexia test and they
Yeah.
said, you've got dyslexia, I
Yeah.
went to school going, yeah, I'm positive for dyslexia. And I was like, you don't say that, but like, what do you say?
I don't know what to say. I'm just going to call it that. I was positive for ADHD.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I know a lot of people are like, it's an excuse, blah, 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 blah. And it's usually the people who don't have it are saying this.
Of course, yeah, because they don't experience it.
No. And also, I think it's more for myself to like explain why I think the way I think and why I do the things I do, because I don't care. It kind of is an excuse, because your brain is different, and like the way you do stuff is different, because majority of what I do, I just don't process it. Like, most people have a voice in their little head that's telling them the words before they say it and the things before they do it. Not a thing.
You don't have that.
No, I don't have that. I just say, and then after I'm like, most of the time I don't even realise what I've said or done. Like,
But I
I've
think
had
this should be
people-
more normalised, because I do think people kind of take it out in
Yeah.
like a nasty, malicious way, but
Yeah.
you don't always mean it. And you are growing up.
And a lot of people who have it aren't that type of people. Like, most people with ADHD are empaths. Like, they don't, like, they're not trying to hurt anyone.
Yeah.
And in the end, it hurts themselves more, because like of their actions, that obviously hurts other people, but like it's to hurt themselves, you know.
I guess you've probably had so many people text you being like, oh, I've got ADHD
Yeah, but also
too.
like, most of these people are young, and that's a part of growing up. You're going to make mistakes and stuff, and it's where you go after that, and it's like how you can change after that. And if people don't give you the chance to change, or the chance
You're never going to change.
prove it, yeah, and also like, then bye. Like, I don't want people in my life who aren't forgiving people, because I'm very forgiving. And yeah,
I agree with you so much. And obviously you do talk about like your mental health.
Yeah.
You speak about skin, you talk about
Yeah.
it all. And kind of what we just said, but is there anything that kind of made you think, actually, I'm going to start talking about it? Or have you always spoke about it?
I feel like I've always been quite open with mental health. I did have a period, though, where I kind of stopped talking about it, but that's because the people in my life would make me feel guilty for doing that.
Right.
And so when I moved out and I, like, restarted, I kind of allowed myself to be able to do that because that was a big part of how I coped, and also how people who followed me would, like, feel like they're not alone, you know?
I think it's
And
a really
feel
nice way
yeah.
to kind of, like, also have people relate with you.
Yeah.
Because there's
Yeah.
so much divide people make out,
Yeah.
like, with us to normal people.
Yeah.
And we are normal people.
Yeah,
So I love
everyone's
that.
normal. Like, you just have different brains. And I think everyone's got a different brain, personally, because like, everyone's experiencing life differently, you know?
And with your ADHD test, what was the test? Because I did dyslexia, it was 6 hours long.
So, no, it wasn't that long. But I think I think the reason why mine wasn't long is because my therapist had referred me. So
Right.
obviously she'd been analysing it for the past that year without me knowing. And then obviously I went to a psychologist and stuff, and that's where I got it. But it wasn't like complicated, but I wasn't really thinking about what I was answering, you know? And I think that's the whole point, because you don't want to go in there and be like, this is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, because then you really don't even have it.
Yeah.
I remember one of my friends told me, like, she tried to fake her dyslexia test. And I was like,
how do you even do that, though?
I don't know, because like your brain would just do it. Do you know what I mean? Like I was so bad in my dyslexia test. She'd like read me a story, and I'd be like, "What did you say?"
Yeah.
I was so bad, but I mean, at least I got tested positive for it,
Yeah.
and now tested whatever you want to say. I've got dyslexia, and at school it did help though. Did you get tested before school or after?
In my last year, I got tested.
Did you get like all the extra time and stuff?
Yeah, I did.
definitely
and I got a
think-
little lady who could like come talk to me. And
I had that too.
Yeah, and she'd like whisper. I'm like, this is really not helping because I can't really hear you, but you know.
No, I was the same when like in school they'd read to me
Yeah,
because of my
yeah.
dyslexia,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, I could just
Yeah.
get like something on my phone, like please help.
Yeah.
For people listening and watching this, like it's actually definitely important to, if you feel like you've got something, to go get tested
Yeah.
or go have therapy if that's what you feel like's right
Yeah.
for you. And obviously you struggled with your like relationship with your family
Yeah,
growing up,
yeah.
and you've been able to still do things like that. So I definitely think
Yeah.
if you're listening to this or watching, then definitely if you think you might have something, there's no point in not getting tested.
Yeah, no, exactly. And also like sometimes you don't have the facilities for that, and you know, it can be harder because you might actually have something and aren't allowed to express it because people will just be like, you're self-diagnosing, and you know what, like, ignore them, you know.
And if you can, speak to
yeah,
school.
but also it's not even like you need to tell people what you have, it's just for yourself, you know. When I found out, I know that I like did a lot of research, and I was like, this is how I can help myself and like help the people around me understand. So
Also put your mind at ease.
yeah,
Because if you're thinking you've got it, you might as well just go
Yeah,
get it tested
no,
to
yeah.
see. I love that. Just kind of going off the topic of ADHD mental health,
Yeah.
but just going back into like the girly stuff. You do a lot of get ready with me's.
Yeah.
And I love your get ready with me's because
Yeah,
they're always so
same.
hectic
No.
energy. But I was going to say, with kind of your get ready with me's, what's like beauty hacks that you have?
Okay.
Is there anything weird that you can tell us?
Well, I obviously do fake freckles and stuff, which is a great like little hack, especially if you like have bad skin or something. You can just put it over. Like whenever I get spots, I like usually just put it over the spots.
That's such a good idea.
What else? Let me think.
You love your flawless filter. You always
Yeah.
put flawless filter on.
And apparently it breaks out your skin, but I don't care. It's great and I love it, so I'm gonna continue using it.
You're very great with dealing with acne. Is there any products you can recommend?
Okay, I usually just use the CeraVe, like the clear bottle.
Is that the like green?
The like wash? No, not green. It's blue and clear.
Clear Star? No, I don't know.
I
what it's
don't know.
called.
I don't
but I
know,
know what
but
one you're on
yeah.
about.
And then I actually did use the green one when I was in South Africa, and that actually worked really well for my skin
That's
as
the
well.
hydrating one.
But I
think.
just can't be bothered to go buy it. So,
So
you
you're
know,
just
continuing to use the clear one at the moment. But when that runs out, I'll probably go to the green one because that was really good for my skin, I saw.
I do think definitely when it comes to any skincare, CeraVe is such a good one because it's
Yeah.
just basic skincare that works.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone go,
Yeah,
well, it
I don't
doesn't
think you
react
should
well.
Overcomplicate your skin routine. No, because I
Definitely
did that
not.
and it ruined my skin. So,
Yeah,
like,
same here. I
Yeah.
literally was trying every single product that a company had gifted me
yeah,
and thinking, yeah. But also, you're just stripping your layers of skin.
yeah.
I think we had this convo before
Yeah.
about like our skin's breaking out because of doing that.
Yeah.
So I've completely stripped back too. And
Yeah.
do you just literally cleanse?
Yeah, that's literally all I do. And then I use like a little lash serum that I kind of stopped doing for like a while, but I'm back into the routine of doing it. So
What one do you use?
I use the Boss Babe one. Do you know
Never heard
who
of it.
Heather is? Heather Bowling?
I love Hev.
Yeah, so she has a lash serum.
Oh my
And so,
god.
yeah, she sent it to me and it's actually so good. So
I need
I've
to get
started
it.
using it. Yeah, get it.
I
Get
love
it.
her so much.
You know,
She's so cool.
So good.
But I was
just
also
like,
going to
gosh.
say, you had your Subdued edit.
Yeah.
That come out in October time.
Yeah.
We
no,
haven't
like,
actually spoke
maybe
about that.
a bit-
September?
September.
September.
Yeah. It was only out for a month though.
Yeah.
Because it was like a small like edit collection. It wasn't like a long term thing.
And that was amazing.
Yeah, no,
we
I
had your
really enjoyed it.
dinner, wasn't it? Dinner.
Yeah, the dinner.
And that was so cool because Subdued's like one of your favourite brands.
Yeah. All time favourite.
I love it.
I
Is there
know.
anything else coming up?
No, but I would like to do another edit. It's just really a lot of work because I
Yeah.
did it myself and I have never designed clothes. Or
Izzy flew to Italy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so it was hard. But I don't know, I would do it again. But I just really want to try get it like spot on the next time. Because I
Yeah.
feel like I really enjoyed the first one, but it was hard to try and, because you got to predict, okay? When you make a collection, like when you're designing it, it is like 6 months, 3 months before it actually comes out. And so you're having to be like, what
Fashion
is
trends.
this actually gonna like be trending at the time, you know? So that was definitely difficult. But
She's
yeah,
here.
maybe again. Maybe
It's fine.
Maybe another time.
Yeah,
but,
100%. I feel like
yeah.
that would be such a cool
But
moment.
if I was to do it again, I'd literally want to be like all in it again, you know? So
Yeah. I think that's really nice how they involved you so much. Like, you
Yeah.
literally got to design it all.
yeah, and no one spoke English, and if they did, they spoke very little
Really?
because it's an Italian brand. So yeah, that was also a bit difficult.
I
but-
remember me, Tallulah, and I went. It was the first time I probably met Tallulah.
Yeah.
No,
No, it wouldn't have been the first time you met her.
second.
Yeah, probably.
I think it was like my second time because you come to my PLT event
Yeah,
and Tallulah was
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
But I remember being like, oh my god, she's so cute.
Yeah.
I love Tallulah
No,
after
I
that.
love,
I was
I love
like,
you all. You're
she's
so
my
nice.
bestie.
Aw.
So right, let's move on to a little game.
Yeah.
We're gonna play Pick and Ick.
Yeah.
3 topics for people listening at home that might not know. I'm gonna give Izzy 3 topics. She's gonna tell me her pick and her ick, so her favourite and her least favourite.
Okay.
First up, the first pick and ick topic is makeup products. Pick and
Okay.
ick.
Okay.
Give it to me.
Okay. Pick the Flawless filter.
Yeah.
And I also love the bronzing drops by Elephant. What's it called? Drunk Elephant.
Do
The
you
bronzing
think?
drops. I really like it. I
Okay.
use it every day. Do you not?
No.
Why?
You just rubbed off my skin. I didn't
What?
feel like it stayed.
What did you mix it with though?
The moisturiser.
The like magic cream one.
I don't really use magic cream.
So you used a different moisturiser.
yeah.
Ah, okay.
Is magic cream good for it?
Yeah, no, it does like help because I think some moisturisers like make it do that like weird like rubber thing where it comes off. So
Slippery.
you have to find a moisturiser that like goes with it well. And then the glow recipe like toner thing.
Do you not like
The
it?
little strawberry one. Is it? No, it's watermelon.
Watermelon. I was going to say.
I don't like it.
Do you not?
I'm sorry, I just don't. And I used it, but I didn't know really what it did.
I don't know what it
I don't know what it does. And that's the problem. It's because I'm putting the stuff on my skin and I don't know what it does.
And it's just fragrance.
It just smells nice.
But a pick for me at the moment has got to be, I've gone back to Tarte Shape Tape
Okay.
and I'm loving it again.
Okay.
I love that concealer. I always go back to it. It's like my childhood concealer
Yeah.
that I still use to this
Yeah.
day. The next one is a fashion look you're loving and hating.
Okay. Okay, I love like, is this like fashion, like hoops?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I love
Fashion
a
is
hoop.
fashion.
And then an ick, I don't like cargo pants or like, they just don't look good on me because I'm too tall.
Right, okay.
Do you
I know
know what I mean?
you
I
mean.
think they look
Cargos
good
have
on
kind of gone out.
small girls, but I'm too tall and it just looks weird. Like,
I used to be obsessed with cargos, but recently I've not worn my cargos in probably like
yeah.
a month.
Yeah,
no, not a month, a
I
year.
haven't used them in years.
No,
Like,
they was a really big trend. Do you remember the Stradivarius ones?
yeah, yeah.
Everyone was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now, yeah, I haven't used
No,
mine in
not
ages.
for me.
I'd probably say my ick at the moment. I love cheetah, but not too much.
Really, I love it.
Not
I
too
love a little
much.
cheetah look.
Do you know what it is?
What?
And you're probably gonna have this and hate me, but it's the furry coats
No,
that have all
I-
cheetah prints.
Yeah, no, I don't have that.
Not a
but
bit of me.
No, not for me. That's just too much.
But your pants the other day were really cute that you
Oh
had
yeah,
on.
no, I like the little pants
They
because it
were
looks
cute.
nice with like a hoodie
Yeah,
and like.
I think cheetah
can
print
mix it
can be
pretty well.
nice,
Mm.
but not too much.
Okay, yeah.
That's my opinion. Okay, my pick at the moment, I'm gonna go really basic, but
Okay.
I just love the Brandy Melville basic tops.
I do.
I never was that
I
girl.
always go there for a basic tee. Yeah.
Now my
Mhm.
basic tee, like they're all just the same.
Yeah,
but they're
and,
different.
yeah, no, they are really good, and they're like, you know what? I don't find them too expensive.
I don't know how much I can't really remember.
Brandy, I don't think is too expensive anymore. It used to be, but I think they've dropped the prices a bit. So I actually think you can get quite a lot for actually like not too
a
much.
lesser price now. I also really like linen at the moment.
Linen.
The trousers, like the.
Okay.
I think they call it the Stockholm style. I love that at the moment.
Okay.
I'm in that vibe. Okay, the next one, social media.
That's because you've been away.
Yeah, I'm just giving the tanned look at the moment, and you know, I like the Stockholm style now. But back to it, social media. This was suggested by a listener.
I don't like Twitter. Like I really don't. I've never gotten into it. I don't like what's it called on
X.
Yeah, X now. And also the new Twitter on Instagram. I'm not a fan. What's it called?
Threads.
Okay, I think they're okay and I enjoy them, but I just am not the type of person that would just. I feel like that would be very dangerous of me to be able to just write whatever. So I've kind of like not gotten into it because I feel like I would overshare and then regret
Threads
it.
is a weird one because it gives me Victorious vibes. You know when they used to write like feeling good today?
Yeah.
It gives me that vibe. So I just don't really understand
also, I don't really know how to use it. Like I don't know how to get onto it.
We need to get
Is
into
it on
it.
Instagram? I feel like, is it on it?
No, you have to get another app for
See,
it.
that's just too confusing for me. If it was already on Instagram, I would do it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think my pick, Snapchat at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so
Posting stories for my followers. I love it. Are you on Snapchat?
Yeah, I am. But I don't do the like influencer.
You don't really post like that, do you?
No, I just use it to like message people and stuff. And...
See, no, I'm into the influencer and the messaging. I'm loving Snapchat at the moment. Yeah, spamming my story for all my followers to see what I'm doing. I'm loving it, but one that I don't particularly like.
Yeah.
I just don't understand Facebook.
Yeah, no, I think that went a long time ago.
In my opinion.
Who still uses it?
I know people in this room are going to be very triggered.
Oh, no.
But in my opinion, it's very confusing for me.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it very well.
I think I've been accidentally posting on Facebook as well because
if you link your accounts.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't even want to go on there because I've deleted so many stuff and it's all on there. I know it is. But I don't even know how to get into my Facebook account anymore. I just know it's linked. Yeah.
So we're going to do some listener questions now. We got 4 questions the listeners have sent in. So, guys, if you're listening to this or watching and you want to send your question in, you can at Charlize's private story on Instagram. And, yeah, we go through them, we work through and we get the questions up. So, Zara says, can you describe your perfect day?
Okay. What does that mean? Well, just out of this country. Just, do you know what I mean?
Just
like,
abroad.
Just abroad. Like,
honestly, if
hot.
I could go anywhere, it would be back to the Maldives and live one more day there.
Yeah, on a beach. There we go.
On a beach. And then the suntan that you get when you go into the room, you have a tan, you put your turban on, you lay there in your robe.
Yeah, I love
that is the feeling I want again. Okay, Ellie wants to know, what's something you've overcome?
Oh my gosh. I think we've both done this. I feel like when being on social media, you have to just like ignore the like feedback, you know? And sometimes you should take it in, but like when it's to do with like when they think they know everything and they're trying to like comment on your personality, bad things and stuff, it's just like, do not take it too personally.
Don't take it too personally. I agree with that, actually. I think that's definitely something that we've both had to overcome.
Yeah.
Like ignoring the hate at least a little bit more than normal.
And like sometimes you can like take advice and stuff. That's good too. Like I always read my comments. When people are telling me, don't read your comments, I don't care. I'm going to read them because I want to know what people think. But just don't take everything too personally.
100%. Eleanor says, what's on the top of your bucket list?
I really want to go to Hawaii. Like I really want to go.
Yeah, Hawaii does look nice.
Yeah.
If I could go back anywhere, top of my bucket list, I'd take myself to Australia.
I went there when I was like 2 and I want to go because I don't remember anything.
I would be surprised if you did. I mean, I went on holiday when I was 8 to Los Angeles. I don't remember anything.
Apparently, I played in the Los Angeles airport park. Like, there's an indoor park for kids to play in or something.
What?
Played in it. So technically, I've been to LA.
Hey, she has. No, honestly, I feel like my dream is definitely, I want to travel when I'm 18 and I want to go to Australia and then do all of the Gold Coast.
Yeah, because you can't go too many places because some places don't let you in if you're like traveling alone under 18.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because once I went to Barbados when I was like 17 and I went with my boyfriend at the time and we were in the airport for like 2 extra hours like by ourselves because it's very small, that airport. And they were having to like call my mum and say like that she'd accepted me to like go.
Oh my God. So it was like customs. Is it customs?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
When
But
they
have
put
to
you in the
be-
rooms.
Yeah, so you have to be careful where you're going because, like, some places are really weird about, like, you being underage.
So when I'm 18, you will catch me on a flight.
Yeah, everywhere.
Honestly,
Anywhere and everywhere.
Anywhere and everywhere. I want to go for the Christmas period though, so it's like
Yeah.
summer there.
Yeah,
Because I
that's
want
what
to
I've done.
spend Christmas on a beach.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is from Francesca, and she says, "What is a fashion tip that changed your life?"
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Spraying perfume on the back of your neck.
What? I don't
Trust
do
me,
that.
it
Okay.
works a charm. Honestly,
start doing
Rihanna
it.
said it, and I started doing
Okay.
it. She's literally sprit on
Okay.
the back of your neck, and when you turn around, they all smell it.
Oh, okay, that's clever actually. I might
And
start
hair
doing that.
perfume's really good.
I got hair perfume.
Issey one.
Yeah,
So good.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's yours?
I do like a little clip-in extensions. I actually got some in now.
Have you?
Yeah, to make my plaits a bit thicker because my hair's so thin at the moment because of all the dyeing. But
Right.
I really like them.
I
'cause
love clip-ins.
I used to have like proper tapes and it ruined my hair, and clip-ins are just so easy because you can just go, it takes 2 seconds, and I don't do them properly, so it takes me 2 seconds. But yeah, great.
I really, really want to get more into mine because I have the Lulabells ones. They're really good.
Yeah.
But I just need to use them a little bit more. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
no,
feel
they're
like
so fun. They're
they-
so
they
easy, and
are.
once you get into the routine of it, it's like putting on like mascara in the morning.
Just putting in your
Yeah,
extensions.
extensions.
I literally need to try. Can you
Yeah.
help me?
Yeah.
We're going to FaceTime and you're going to tell me what to do. But that is all for the questions today. So, guys,
Woo.
please keep sending in your messages and your questions to @Amy Charlize's private story. But I've got one more question to ask you. What is your private story?
Okay, right. So I've actually met Megan Fox, and I'm going to tell you how, because it wasn't supposed to happen, and I ended up having a whole conversation with her.
Oh, my
I know.
God.
Anyways, okay. So basically, you know how like in social media you get asked to go to concerts and stuff sometimes?
Yeah.
Or like if you really like an artist, you can ask if they can like
Get you tickets.
get you tickets. So I had asked to go to a Machine Gun Kelly concert. Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
MGK.
Yeah.
This was like, I don't even know, 2 years ago maybe. And so they're like, yeah, sure, you can go. And so when I get there, you get your tickets and stuff. And I got an extra like sticker that was like backstage. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go. So we get to the like arena, and I go to the backstage area, and I'm literally just wandering around, and people are like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, well, I'm here to see MGK. And then I saw like his manager come by, and she was like, oh, do you want to meet him? And I was like, yeah, sure. And obviously this was when they were dating,
Yeah,
but
they
it
were
wasn't
together.
like they'd broken up during this part. So like it wasn't like I wasn't expecting to see her there at all. And so she'd taken me to his dressing room, and I was like, oh hey, like, and then in the corner of my eye I see like Megan Fox. I'm like, I don't
See,
know
I
what
wouldn't
to
even
do.
care about him. I'd be like, Megan.
Because I was like loving Machine Gun Kelly, and then I just could not help and be like, oh my gosh, like Megan Fox is here. And she was like keeping to her own space, like getting her nails done, I'm pretty sure. And
At the
so
back
like
of a
yeah, I know.
concert?
And so we're
What?
like talking, me and Machine Gun Kelly, and I can tell she's like analysing me. And like my ex, who was my boyfriend at the time, she was analysing us. And then randomly, like when the manager had left and stuff, because I was now in the room with Megan Fox, Machine Gun Kelly, and his child. I'm like, what do I even talk about anymore? And then she randomly just started having a conversation. We started having a conversation about Wales for some reason.
Like,
yeah.
Wales the country?
Yeah, because his daughter was like, isn't Wales in London? And then Megan was like, no. And then we started talking about where it was and whatever.
You've met Megan Fox.
I know, and
Is
she was
beaut?
so pretty.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, oh my goodness, like, it's not
She
fair.
is insane. I listened to her on Call Her Daddy.
Yeah, no, it was so
So
Like,
good.
she was so good. I love her so much. And she was like, I think she was one of the most genuine celebrities I've met. Like both of them, Machine Gun Kelly and her.
That is
Like,
mad.
so nice. And there was actually a point in the concert where I don't know if this was on purpose or like if this was accidental, because it could have just been accidental. But there are two like side stages. So you had like the left side and the right side. And we were on the right side, and like we're with a bunch of people. And I'm like just watching the concert, and I'm just like in my own world. And like 1 minute I like turn around and everyone's gone. And I'm like, why has everyone just like disappeared? So it's like me and my like ex-boyfriend, and like security comes in with Megan Fox, and then it's literally just me, my ex-boyfriend, and Megan Fox watching Machine Gun Kelly, and she's like looking at him like, ah, and he's like singing to her. I'm just like, oh, am I supposed to be here? Because I have a feeling I'm not.
So they kicked everyone but you out?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what. Maybe they tried to, and I just wasn't like in the
they would have physically grabbed
surroundings.
you, because it is Megan
Yeah,
Fox
but
we're
I
talking
was just
about.
like, oh my goodness.
Oh my god, that is
Yeah.
such a mad
I
story.
was like, maybe she likes me. I was so delusional. I was like, maybe she's supposed to be my friend.
Maybe you just are friends now. She definitely
maybe
know who
we
you
are
are.
friends.
She really follows you and we just don't know.
Yeah,
She's on a
exactly.
fake burner
Yeah,
account.
exactly.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
But yeah, no.
That is so
Crazy.
cool.
Because like you can't just meet Megan Fox.
No.
So it was like really just random.
And you didn't even think you would.
No.
And that's
no.
what's even cooler.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god, that is amazing.
And the weirdest thing is that I dressed up as her the year before for Halloween
You did.
for Jennifer's Body.
I remember.
So I manifested meeting her.
That is crazy. I'm so jealous. That is mad. Guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Amy Charlize's Private Story. It's been such a good one. Please make sure to subscribe now on YouTube, as well as follow, like on Spotify or your podcast app of choice. And you can comment or leave a review now. And please get in touch with your latest questions, stories or dilemmas for me and the guests to go through every single week using @Amy Charlize Private Story on Instagram. And you can also follow us on TikTok and Snapchat. Thanks so much. Bye.